every product, say a carton of every product made in Kenya, needs to put that mark of origin. Now, coming to the byline, previously people have used proudly Kenyan, which we are discouraging because the mark proudly is already being used by South Africa, and you need to look original, you need to be authentic. And then traditionally we used made in Kenya. Now made in Kenya is very traditional. So again, we needed a byline that goes with a new dynamic shield. That is why we came with A Touch of Kenya. Now, A Touch of Kenya is very dynamic. You can use it in any way. So it gives you that general applicability. If somebody is manufacturing a fashion item, they can put it there, A Touch of Kenya. If somebody has experienced a hotel in Kenya, you can say, I was touched by Kenya. Or if you just come to Kenya and you find good things, you can say, I touched Kenya. So it is very dynamic, and we need to use it. But I need to make it clear here, that is not the national brand tagline. The national brand tagline is still being coined from the value proposition that we gave of Kenya bursting with generosity, rewarding beyond imagination. So we still need to come with the two words that can stand for Kenya, which are all-encompassing. So that is where we are, and this was mainly for manufacturers. Noting that we are going into the East African community, I think it would be very important to start a broad East Africa. In fact, let me be honest, we've already had one meeting in Arusha and at the East African community discussing broad East Africa. So that, because as we compete in the world market, we are competing as East Africa, we need to be guided by certain values. The goods produced in East Africa need to be of certain standards. So every country will have its own national brand, because you need to differentiate yourself as a country. But also as a region, we'll also have a regional brand, and we say as East African, this is how we approach things. Kenya Bureau of Standards is a government institution. It is already dealing with the standardization, and it has the diamond mark of quality, which it gives to companies that have reached a certain mark. So, which means already if you have reached that mark, you are qualified enough to be able to use the other mark of origin. So we are using the Kenya Bureau of Standards. We are confident about other government institutions, and we don't have to redo work which is already being done by other government agencies. Yes. So any company with the diamond mark of quality can qualify to use the mark. And we have already started discussing a memorandum of understanding between us. Kenya Bureau is already written out, and we are reviewing that to see how we start